Welcome, hockey fans, inside Kinnarps Arena in Jönköping, Sweden, as we get set for tonight's matchup featuring HV71 and the league-leading Växjö Lakers. Kevin Stenlund able to win this one back to his defenseman, who carries up to center ice. He'll backhand this one into the Lakers zone. Josephson there first, however. Josephson has that one taken away from him in the corner as HV71 take it back, but now they'll give it up. But now take it back. Tedenby taken off the puck, and coming away with it now is Lundberg. However, HV71 take it back. Tedenby along the half boards now. Plays this one in deep. Quick pass to the top of the circle. One-time shot from Stenlund right on as Victor Fast makes his first save of the evening with just 28 seconds elapsed here in the first period. Face-off coming to the left of Fast. Played back to the line. Long shot, hits a body out front, now pinching down from the line. That one sent wide by Persson. Coming away with it now is David Ulstrom behind the net, as the Lakers struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment. Bill Sweat will play this one to Anton Bengtsson. He throws it back to Persson. Persson will bang that one in deep. Ulstrom coming together with his man along the boards. Puck freed up as the Lakers try to move back the other way. However, Bill Sweat with the shot right on, and Victor Fast with the left shoulder save as the Lakers finally clear the zone all the way down the ice. However, I believe, yes, this will be an icing call going against the Lakers. So right off the bat, HV71 coming out looking like they really want to win this game, as they held the puck in the offensive zone for the full first minute of this first period. Face-off coming to the left of Fast. Clean face-off win to the top of the circle. Sund will control. He'll carry down to the corner. Oscar Sund pursued there by Noah Welch. Now coming away with it is Rahimi from behind his own net, as he'll carry back the other way. As this one gets played off a stick and up out into the stands. It comes off an HV stick, however, so it'll be out in the neutral ice. Clean win back to the line, or clean win back into their own zone, I should say, as Joel Persson controls from his own end. He'll fire this one up the ice, tipped into the offensive zone, deep into the HV end. Now coming away with it. Played that along the half boards, and now HV will try and take it back as this one finds its way out through neutral ice. Shinneman now up the ice to Pettersson. Elias Pettersson drop pass to the slot, lets the shot go. That one whistles up high. Martin Lundberg now in the corner, back to Persson at the line. Joel Persson sending this one purposely wide off the end boards. Pettersson from behind the net gets knocked down, and HV will take it back as Stenlund will work it back the other way. The Lakers start out of their own zone with speed. Persson will throw this one cross ice into the offensive zone. There is Robert Rosen. Gary Engvall coming away with it. Now Edgel back out front, lets the shot go. Victor Fast with the save as he denies Gustafsson on the doorstep. Another shot just whistles wide of the net as HV pressure here early on in the first period. Another shot finds its way on target, and Fast with the left pad save as Kiskinen will finally get this one out into the HV zone. Into the offensive zone, it's Califf still with the puck, lets that one go, rips it just wide, however, as Kiskinen will play this one down low for Rosen. Rosen to Califf, Califf to the circle, back to the line. Long one-time attempt right on, rebound out front. Pettersson Wenzel able to cover up with the glove. Great end-to-end action as both teams generating a couple of opportunities here early on in the last 30 seconds or so. Here you see the nice little give and go between Edgel and Gustafsson. Fast forced to make 2 or 3 saves in the span of about 10 or 15 seconds there, as HV71 really turning it on here in the first period. Persson now from his own corner, long pass up the ice, doesn't find its intended target as it's sent all the way back to Persson in his own end. Through center, he'll fire this one in deep. Fast out of his net, plays it around the boards. Oliver Bohm now playing this one up to his own blue line, played off the boards into the offensive zone is Shinneman. Backdoor pass, couldn't quite connect there. with Pessinen. Now Shinneman back to Elias Pettersson. Now out front, just lets that one go. Back to the line. Bohm with the shot. Hits a body out front, doesn't find its way on target. Now HV71 will move it back the other way. They've got a potential 3-on-1 opportunity, but a great poke check there by Bohm. Breaks up that chance. Now Shinneman looking for the trailer. However, it's poked back out to neutral ice. This one gets sent all the way down into the HV zone. Pinned against the boards there. A couple HV players trying to come away with it. Pilot will now. Lawrence Pilot playing this one up to Bengtson. Plays it up along the right side into the offensive zone. Stops up, cuts to the slot, lets the shot go. That one whistles up high. Sweat now coming away with it in the corner. Sweat looks like he wanted to leave it there, but he thinks better of it as he moves it to Pilot, who pinches down to the half boards. Now played in low, Linus Hogberg from behind his own net. Now this one gets worked back up the ice. Josephson will play that one deep and turn around and go for a change. Pedersen Wenzel leaves for Zanetti behind the net. Zanetti plays this one around the boards to Anderson. Now centering pass out front by Reddix. Bouncing puck doesn't quite find its intended target, however. Now this one's centered out front to no one in particular, as there was no Lakers out front as it's intercepted. Taken back by HV in their own zone. Zanetti will play this one around to Stefan Elliott, who carries through the neutral ice. Poked away from him, however. Now Persson retreats back behind his own net. Oscar Sun now. As that one taken away from him. Kiskinen fast into the offensive zone to catch up to this puck in the corner. Kiskinen now playing it all the way back out to neutral ice. Persson coming away with it as he'll throw this one to Rahimi. Rahimi back to Persson. Persson through the neutral ice. He'll send that one to Kiskinen. Trying to settle it down. We'll drop along the half boards there for Rosen. Playing it down for Caleb. Caleb back to the line. Rahimi able to hold it in. Tries to throw it deep, but HV take it back. Move it back out the other way. Now Caleb throwing this one cross ice to Rahimi. Rahimi back to Persson. He'll throw it up to Caleb as that one gets tipped deep into the HV zone. Stenlund checked off the puck. Pettersson coming away with it as he sends this one cross ice. Top of the circle shot. Hits a body, deflects wide of the net. Hogberg will throw it in deep. Pilot from behind the net has that one taken away from him as Pettersson comes away with it in the corner. Elias Pettersson to the top of the circle. Drop pass for Noah Welch, who will work this one in deep. Welch from behind the net. Poked out front, and Pedersen Wenzel able to hold on with the glove as he'll cause a stoppage at with 13:37 remaining here in the first period. Both teams so far with some great scoring opportunities, but neither able to ripple the mesh as both goaltenders have been fairly busy here early on. However, I think I'd have to give the edge at the moment to HV71, especially in the early 2 or 3 minutes of this first period. They really brought it out hard. Stefan Elliott will throw this one all the way around the boards and now out to neutral ice, taken back, however, by Hogstrom. Now centered right out front and just couldn't make good contact with it, and Hogberg now will take it back at his own blue line. Hogberg now working it back the other way into the offensive zone. He'll send it in deep for Brodecki to collect, who will play this one behind the net. And now Stefan Elliott, not too sure what he was doing there. Looked like he was checking his mouth after he might have gotten high stick, but that left the puck unattended right in front of the net. And Linus Froberg almost beat Pedersen Wenzel to that one. I understand, obviously, you're trying to look to draw the penalty, but in a situation like that, you got to take the puck. Bengtson facing off against Rosen. Rosen playing this one back to the line. Long shot finds its way on target. Now Persson coming away with it. This one gets played in by Bengtson right onto Fast, who steers it to the corner. Throwing this one up the ice. HV71 take it back. Moving it back the other way is Person. He'll gain center, fires this one in deep. Lundberg. Now Reddix, the captain, stripped of the puck. Back to the line to Hedberg. Hedberg with the long shot. That one looked like it found its way through, but it just deflects off the body. Now Reddix over to Rosen. Rosen up along the left side. This one will get played off the boards. Pursuing into the offensive zone now is Jonas Ronbjerg. Now centering out front. Intercepted, however, and Lawrence Pilot will move it back the other way. He's stripped of the puck as he tried to go 1-on-3 into the offensive zone, but back the other way now is Froberg. Taking off the puck, Ronbjerg able to hold it in as he'll play this to his captain. Reddix with the shot. That one whistles up high, all the way around the boards and up into the meshing for a stoppage with 11:44 remaining here in the first period. And I believe that one went untouched over the net. So this faceoff will come back outside into the neutral ice. There you see in the last 5 games, the Lakers with 12 points and HV71 with 9 in their last 5. Zanetti settling down the bouncing puck at his own zone. Now HV will look to turn it back the other way. Pierre Engvall stopping up along in the corner, back to the line. Long shot finds its way wide of the target off the body. Pessinen able to come away with it. Shinneman stretching to control that puck as he tries to send it into the HV zone. However, they turn it back the other way. Now Edgel dancing around his man, Victor Edgel, trying to drop for the trailer, but he's stripped of the puck. Hogberg playing this one to Welch. He plays it to Pedersen. Pedersen back to Hogberg. We'll play this one up to center, and this one will get lifted in deep into the HV zone. Brodecki now along the half boards. Welch. Now into the corner, HV collect. Look out. Big collision along the half boards as this one finds its way back out to neutral ice. As Josephson sends it right back in. The lead offside for the Lakers as we've got a couple players tied up along the half boards. And HV will try to work it back the other way. Nice drop pass for Tedenby. Tedenby with the shot. That one off the blocker of Victor Fast. As Lundberg plays it behind the net. Now in the corner, 4 players battling along the boards. Arvid Lundberg along his own end boards. Playing this one back up towards the half boards. Pinching down low, however, is Hedberg. Now coming away with it is Stenlund. Tries to feed it back to the slot, but it's poked away from him, and he's forced back out to neutral ice. Pilot plays this one cross ice. Trying to throw it up the ice, however, it's intercepted, worked back the other way by Kiskinen. Kiskinen trying to find the trailer, bouncing puck, settles it down, Kiskinen on the doorstep. As he had a great opportunity there, just couldn't quite find the one-timer, and Friedrich Pedersen Wenzel getting into position before he was able to settle down that puck. Now back the other way, Bengtson cutting to the front of the net, sends that one just wide. Off the boards back to Zanetti, tipped right on, and they score. Bill Sweat with the redirect out front on a puck that was going wide of the net. Finds its way past Victor Fast, and HV71 take the 1-0 lead. As Sweat gets his 4th of the season. Didn't see that one go in, just saw the reaction from the players. So we'll have to take a look at the replay here. See Sweat moving out front. He's 1-on-3 in front of the net, and he just gets contact with it on the ice. And it looks like this one's going to come 5-hole against Fast. Or no, it comes off the side of the net, and then off the back of Fast's pad and in. So a lucky bounce there for HV71 as they take the 1-0 lead. Pedersen Wenzel from behind his own net will ring this one around the boards. Froberg throwing that one wide of the net. Person battling along the blue line, able to free it up for his captain Reddix. Liam Reddix, sharp angle attempt right on. Steered aside by Pedersen Wenzel. Playing this one to the line, gloved out of the air there by Noah Welch. HV71 will look to move it back the other way. Sends this one to the far side. Cross ice pass to Person along the half boards. Sharp angle attempt. Victor Fast gloves that one out of the air. Gives Oscar Sund a bit of a shot with the stick. And we'll have a chance now to take a look at some stats through the first 12 minutes or so of the first period. And there you see shots on net. A lot of opportunities for both these teams. 7 for HV71, 5 for the Lakers. Missed shots 3-1 in favor of the Lakers. Lakers playing a bit more physical with 4 hits compared to HV's 2. Faceoffs 5-4 in favor of HV71, so fairly even in that respect. And of course, no power play so far as both teams have managed to stay out of the box. Taking a look at the other games going on around the league at the moment, and we do have some score updates for you. Mora takes the 1-0 lead over Karlskrona. Rogo, Brynäs, Linköping, Skellefteå locked at 0. Örebro with the 2-1 lead over Malmo. And Djurgården and Luleå locked at a scoreless tie as well. We'll make sure to keep you updated on those games as the evening goes on. And of course, I invite you to head on over to shl.se if you want to keep updated as well. Face-off coming to the right of Fast. Clean win back to the line, controlled by Person. Long shot finds its way on target, and Fast is able to hold on for the stoppage. Controlling. Now, the Lakers will move it back the other way. Swept in deep. Pettersson Wenzel behind his own net will stop this one up. Plays it back to the corner to Person. Playing that one up to Gustafsson, who pokes it up towards his own blue line. And now coming away with it is Brandstrom. Edgel now into the offensive zone. Engvall back to the line to Brandstrom. Brandstrom, long shot attempt. Finds his way wide of the net. However, Fast not taking any chances with that one as he'll glove it down and hold on for the stoppage with 7:56 remaining here in the first period. Now the Lakers coming away with it right off the face-off. Oliver Bohm will play this one down back behind the net to Rahimi. Rahimi throws this one up the ice into the offensive zone now is Ronbjerg. Ronbjerg will poke this one down low for Califf, who tried to send, or rather for Redix, as he's plastered against the boards there by Pilot, but able to free himself up and plays it back to Rahimi. Rahimi plays this one in deep. Now coming away with it is Froberg. Froberg trying to throw it towards the front of the net. Pilot breaks up that opportunity, throws it to the front of the net himself. My goodness, a bit of a dangerous play there by Lawrence Pilot, but worked out for him. Stenlund able to come away with it as he'll play this one back behind the net. Now HV71 struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment as Pilot will control in his own corner. Lakers in the midst of a change, giving HV71 a bit of time and space. However, they retreat back behind their own net. They'll be forced out now by Brendan Shinneman. Zanetti slowly up towards his own blue line, and now we've got a penalty upcoming here to the Lakers, and so Pettersson Wenzel to the bench to get the extra skater on. Now HV71 will work it back the other way. Sweat into the offensive zone from the half boards. He'll stop up, plays this one down towards the corner. And now Elliott walking to the front of the net. Stephen Elliott with the short side attempt. And Victor Fast will jump on that one as Stephen Elliott gives him a couple extra shots. And HV71 will go to the man advantage after taking the 1-0 lead. It's going to be a slashing call, and I believe it's going to go to Brendan Shinneman as he pursues against Zanetti behind the net, and right there it gives him a hefty chop to the midsection. And so Shinneman will sit for 2. Face-off coming to the right of Fast. Edgel will control at the blue line. He'll walk this one down towards the half boards. He'll play it down low now. He'll Sweat with the shot right on. Fast with the left pad save. Now back to Brandstrom at the line. However, can't win the battle there against Ronbjerg, who sends it the length of the ice. Or rather, Lundberg, I should say. Now Engvall into the offensive zone along the left side. We'll play it back to the line to Edgel as HV71 will try to get set up. Back to the line. Edgel now. Back to Brandstrom with the shot, steered aside by the right pad of Fast. Edgel able to control. He'll play this one cross ice top of the circle, lets the shot go. Fast with the save on Engvall. Engvall from the half boards back to the line. Now to Edgel. Edgel back to Bengtson, or rather, that one sent out front towards Sweat. Edgel plays this one down low. And now trying to lift that one up and over was Ulstrom. Engvall controls now. Back to the line to Brandstrom. Brandstrom to Edgel. Edgel with the heavy shot hits a body out front as Lundberg sacrifices the leg and deflects that one up into the meshing with 5:39 remaining here in the first period. 59 seconds remaining on the power play opportunity. Face-off coming to the right of Fast. Now Stephen Elliott lets the shot go. Finds its way off a stick up into the meshing. Didn't seem like anybody realized there for a couple seconds, but we'll have another face-off to the right of Fast. Lundberg from his own corner, taking off the puck there by Stenlund, who loses his stick. 5 bodies battling along the boards, trying to free this one up. Broken stick on the ice now. As this one will get thrown back to Pilot. Lawrence Pilot, top of the circle. Plays this one to Elliott. Elliott stops up at the blue line, walks it back down towards the half boards. Elliott plays it down low. Now coming away with it is Tedenby. Tedenby looked like he didn't mean to make that pass, but worked out either way as Stenlund will control. He'll play it to Tedenby. We'll throw this one back to the line to Elliott. Elliott over to Pilot. Lawrence Pilot back to Stephen Elliott. Elliott plays this one down to the bottom of the circle. Looking for the backdoor pass to Stenlund. Lets the one-timer go. And Fast able to make the save as Stenlund with a whole bunch of time there to line that shot up. Couldn't get the one-timer away, but look how much time he has to just try and figure out where he wants to put that puck. 4:45 remaining here in the first period. Just 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage for HV71, which has been very productive so far. Been able to hold the play in the offensive zone for the majority of the power play. However, this one will get worked back the other way, and we're back to 5-on-5 action, and HV71 now 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Rosen back to the line to Rahimi. Rahimi will play this one. Takes an odd bounce off the inboards right onto Wenzel. Person now plays it to Zanetti. Zanetti will lift this one down the ice. Lakers taking it back in their own zone as this one will get thrown up the ice all the way into the HV zone. However, that is going to be whistled as an icing. Thought they might let that go as Andrew Califf looked like he was going to win the race to that puck, but gets whistled dead before he's able to get there. Face off to the left of Fast. Lakers working this one back the other way into the offensive zone. Califf gets poked off that puck as Edgel will work it back into the Lakers zone. Shinneman now from the corner has it taken away by Edgel. Edgel back to the line to Brandstrom. Now Shinneman able to come away with it. He'll throw this one over to Froberg, who plays it back to his defenseman Rahimi. Rahimi cross-ice pass to no one in particular as Hedberg takes it back in his own zone. Now Shinneman plays this one into the HV zone. Ulstrom will play it to Hedberg. Through center into the offensive zone. Now is Ulstrom trying to cut to the front of the net, trying to do it one-handed. Almost worked as well as he got a great opportunity. Just not able to poke it home, however. And now working it back the other way, Pettersson will collect and carry through the neutral ice. Pettersson still with possession of the puck. Now Shinneman takes it back to the line. Intercepted, however, by Ulstrom on the back check. As this one will get sent in deep, and first to the puck there is Hochberg. Hochberg from behind the net. He'll look to start out now. Playing this one off the boards, Brodecki. As that one sent into the offensive zone. And now this puck finds its way right to Pettersson. Wenzel with 2:43 remaining. He'll cover up for a stoppage. 1-0 the score in favor of the hometown team, and like I had mentioned in the pregame, hometown team winning all 3 matchups between these 2 teams so far. The Lakers had 2 home games to start this season series, both with a win. And HV71 back on December 28th. Welcomed the Lakers inside Kennard's Arena for the first time this season and came away with a win in front of the hometown crowd. Pedersen, or rather Josephson in the corner. Stenlund on the puck, gets taken off of it. Zanetti will play this up to Tedenby. Now Tedenby, running this one up towards the blue line, now gets it back. He'll fire it up along the right side now. Into the offensive zone, looking for the centering pass out front as Fast takes a bump, but is able to hold on for the stoppage. Now some rough stuff after the whistle as Stenlund mixing things up with Brodecki. Face-off coming to the left of Fast with 2:22 remaining here in the first period. Rahimi coming away with it in the corner. Now Reddix from the neutral ice. As that one taken away, however, as HV will look to work it back the other direction. Firing this one up through center and now into the Lakers zone. Ronbjerg forcing it down to the corner. Now coming away with it, Ronbjerg trying to send this one behind the net to Person. Rahimi. Ronbjerg off the boards up to center, but no further. Taken back by HV and sent back into their own zone. Zanetti now through the neutral ice. Taken off the puck, able to move it in deep. However, Rosen in his own zone from behind the net. Playing this one to Piskinen, I believe. However, can't clear the line as it's sent deep into the Lakers zone once again. Now all the way down the ice. This will be an icing call going against the Lakers with 1:28 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score remains in favor of the hometown team. Rosen lining up to take the face-off against Bengtson. Bengtson banging that one towards the net, taken back by Rahimi. We'll send this one softly off the boards up through neutral ice. Brandstrom back to his defensive partner Gustafsson, who sends it back to Brandstrom. Lakers take it back, however, Ahlstrom will move it back the other way. However, we've got a penalty upcoming here to HV71. It's going to be a tripping call. And so with 67 seconds, 66 seconds remaining in the first period, the Lakers will go to the man advantage for the first time this evening. Brandstrom is going to sit for 2 for tripping. The Lakers with the best power play in the league at 28% efficiency. Their top line on the man advantage is absolutely deadly. That man especially, Elias Pettersson, who likes to take the one-time shot from the top of the circle and can absolutely rip it. Shinneman with the shot wide of the net. Pettersson controlling now. He'll play this one down along the end boards. However, Shinneman pokes it back to the line to Person. Person to Shinneman. Shinneman now, cross-ice pass, almost intercepted, but it'll find its way to Rosen. Rosen back to Person. Person over to Shinneman. Shinneman back to Person, now to Pettersson. Pettersson from the top of the circle. Elias Pettersson back to the line to Person. Person over to Rosen. Rosen from the half boards. Now to Person. Watch for the one-timer from Pettersson. Person will walk it to the top of the circle, back to Rosen. Rosen over to Pettersson. Pettersson with the one-time shot. That one just off a body out front and sent the length of the ice as Victor Fast will try to spring Pettersson into the offensive zone. However, I believe this is going to be an offside call. And Pettersson with the one-timer from the top of the circle loves to take a shot from that spot on the ice whenever he has an opportunity. And more often than not, that shot usually finds the back of the net, but Pettersson Wenzel just able to get a piece of it and kicks it out with just 14 seconds remaining here in the first period. You see Pettersson trails just Lash for points on the man advantage. Person as well tied with his teammates. As this puck will find its way down the ice, Fast will ring it around the boards. But that'll do it for the first period of play as time expires and the buzzer will sound. And after 20 minutes, HV71 come away with the 1-0 lead. Let's take a look now at first period stats as both teams with Quite a few chances by my count, and HV71, my goodness, heavily outshooting the Lakers 16-6. I would have actually thought the Lakers had more shots on net. I guess not. Missed shots 4-3 in favor of the Lakers. Hits 6-3 in favor of the Lakers as they're playing a bit more physical. 10 face-off wins for HV71, 11 for the Lakers, both with 1 power play apiece. And the Lakers, of course, not finished their first power play. They'll come back with 54 seconds remaining on the man advantage to start that second period. But there you see 5 power play shots generated by HV71 on just that single power play opportunity. So they had a great power play despite not rippling the mesh, as we are set for puck drop on the second period. HV71 controlling right off the face-off as Elliott in his own zone will throw this one all the way up the ice. No icing on the play. It's surprising there is Lakers will look to start out of their own zone. Oh, right, my apologies. The Lakers are on the man advantage, which is why there was no icing. This, however, might be an icing. However, it comes to Friedrich Pettersson-Wenzel, forced to poke it out. Or no, it will be an icing call going against the Lakers. And so this one will come all the way back into the Lakers' end with 33 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Face-off coming to the left of Fast. Lakers able to take it back as Pettersson playing this one cross ice to Califf, who plays this one to Shinneman. Shinneman into the offensive zone as the Lakers will look to get set up on the man advantage. All the way around to Pettersson at the line. He'll sweep this one back to Shinneman along the half boards, and now Pettersson throwing this one down towards Califf. Trying to send it back to the line. Person able to control now. Joel Person playing this one back to Pettersson. Pettersson from the top of the circle. Lets the shot go. That one whistles up high. Rosen hustling to catch up with that one. Leaves it for Person. Person will feed this one down to the half boards. However, HV71 sent it the length of the ice, and that will do it for the man advantage. And so both these teams 0 for 1, a man up in this one. As this one gets sent the length of the ice without getting touched, so this will be another icing call going against the Lakers here in the early stages of the second frame. Face-off coming to the left of Fast. Tedenby from behind the net. Sending that one right up front. Thornburg with a couple whacks at it. And now this one comes all the way back to the half boards, and now pinching down low is Lawrence Pilot. Pilot from the corner back to the line. Stenlund lets the shot go. That one off a body into the far corner. Back the other way, HV71 controlling in their own zone. Now coming away with it is Pilot as they'll play this one to Hedberg. Hedberg up along the left side. Stretch pass down the ice as this one finds its way deep into the Lakers zone. However, it'll be an icing call going against HV. With 1:47 elapsed here in the second frame. Face-off coming to the left of Pettersson-Wenzel. From the line, or from the half boards, I should say. Oberg playing this one down to the corner. Wise Pettersson. Centering pass right out front. Shinman scores as he gets a couple whacks at it and beats Friedrich Pettersson-Wenzel as the Lakers tie things up. Pettersson from the corner, and then centered out front there by Hessinen. And Shinneman with a couple whacks at it on the doorstep, finishes it off on the rebound. Now Brandstrom gloving that one out of the air, plays this one back out through neutral ice. Liam Reddix through center into the offensive zone. Reddix with the shot from the half boards. That one wide of the net. Now around the boards from behind the net. This one will get played up to the half boards from the line. That one sent wide. Person throws it back towards his own corner, and this one will get sent back the other way into the offensive zone. Engvall taken off the puck. Laid offside by HV71, but they're back into the zone now. Collected and controlled by Josephson behind his own net, or rather Martinson. This one gets thrown up to their own blue line. Califf through the neutral ice. Rosen can't collect as Zanetti will play this one back the other way, and now carrying into the offensive zone is Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom right out front, deflected just wide there by Bengtson. Now Martinson battling Bengtson, who throws this one back to the line. Cross ice pass doesn't find its target as it finds its way to the end boards. Lundberg now playing it to the corner. Now tipped out to the neutral ice, and coming away with it is Califf. Califf into the offensive zone, lets the shot go, hits a body up and deflects up and over the net. Didn't take long, less than 2 minutes for the Lakers in the second period to tie things up. Pilot now controlling from behind the net. This one gets sent back the other way. The Lakers will control in their own zone. Person throwing this one up the ice. Rahimi controlling. Now playing this one to Lundberg, who will throw it in deep. Josephson takes it back. Eric Josephson along the inboards. Bested there by Anderson. Coming away with it now is Brodecki. Sending this one back into the offensive zone is Rahimi. Rahimi through the neutral ice. He'll gain center. Fires this one in. Brodecki first to arrive at the puck as he's pinned against the boards there by Pilot. Back to the line to Welch. Welch will feed this one in deep. Pessinen lets the shot go. Pettersson Wenzel pokes out one to the half boards. Now poked down low as the Lakers try to recover in the corner. Able to now as Pettersson plays this one back to Welch. Welch, one-time attempt off the pad of Pettersson Wenzel as HV71 control. They'll throw this one in the air down the ice. Pettersson controlling the bouncing puck. He'll turn it back the other way. Elias Pettersson into the offensive zone from the half boards. Lets the shot go, easily steered aside by Pettersson Wenzel. Holberg now playing this one down low for Shinneman. Shinneman taken down behind the net. No call on the play. Stenlund from behind his own net will look to start back the other direction. Stenlund into the offensive zone, trying to dance around his man. Rosen's able to come away with it. Robert Rosen reversing back to the opposite corner. And now this one gets poked to the line, and now fired all the way in deep. Brandstrom, cross ice pass along the left side. It's going to be an offside call, however, going against HV71, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice. All the way around the boards, now along the half boards. Kiskinen will play this one in along the end boards. 4 players trying to fish this one off the boards. Coming away with it now is Gustafsson. Now Engvall, back to Gustafsson. Gustafsson back to Engvall into the offensive zone. Engvall stopping up at the top of the circle, but left the puck behind. Now Froberg, or rather Rosen, back to his defenseman, who will play pass in their own zone. This one will get tipped in deep. Califf in the corner, can't come away with it. Now Brandstrom from behind the net. Poked off the puck, however. Josephson coming away with it from the dot, lets the shot go. Hits a body rebound out front and he scores. Eric Josephson gives the Lakers the 2-1 lead. Initial shot off the defenseman out front. Unable to bang it home on the rebound for his 5th of the season. So the Lakers with the 2-1 lead, a couple of quick goals here in the second period have them on top, and HV71 a little bit back on their heels right now. We'll call a timeout to try to settle this game down, because the Lakers have a habit of scoring fast and furious, and games against the Lakers can certainly get out of hand very quickly. Stephen Elliott playing this one back to his defensive partner, throws it up towards the blue line. The Lakers take it back, however, as Rahimi gloves that one out of the air and now sends it back the other way. Mark Zanetti from his own end boards. Lundberg trying to take it back. He's able to, as he'll play this one up towards the half boards. Sweat will poke this one the length of the ice, and this should be an icing call against HV71 with 13:09 remaining in the second period. Face-off coming to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. Now Olstrom playing this one up to Bengtson. Taking off the puck, however, as the HV fans hollering for a penalty, not going to get it. Poked out through center. Now back the other way into the offensive zone. They've got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Centering out front for Froberg, who just fans on that opportunity as he was absolutely sandwiched between a couple of HV players. And now Sweat back the other way. Bill Sweat will carry behind the net, still with possession of the puck. One-time attempt right on. And Victor Fast at the top of the crease is able to hold on for the stoppage. And this face-off will remain in the Lakers zone. Lundberg now from the corner will throw this one up towards the half boards, played off the boards, and now the Lakers will move it back the other way. Kiskinen into the offensive zone. Thinking back by the other 19, and he'll move it back the other way. Deep into the Lakers zone as Martinson takes a heavy check along the inboards. Now controlling at the line, he'll throw this one over to Pilot. Pilot takes the shot, that one off the body to the corner. Martinson now from the corner plays this one to Sund, who takes it back. Back to the line to Pilot. Pilot with the shot right on, and Fast with the right shoulder save is able to hold on for the stoppage with 11:54 remaining here in the second frame. Waved out of the circle now is Martinson, replaced by Brodecki, who wins this one back in person from the corner. From the half boards now. Rahimi along the inboards. Person from the corner. Lakers work it back the other way. Brodecki. Lundberg from the half boards. Sharp angle attempt. Easy save for Friedrich Pettersson Wenzel. Stenlund now taking it, or checking his man along the boards, but the Lakers still with possession of the puck from the slot, lets the shot go. Pettersson Wenzel with the save, and now we've got some rough stuff after the whistle. Ronbier going after Stenlund with 11:21 remaining here in the second frame. Face-off coming to the left of Wenzel. Waved out of the circle now is Gustafsson. He'll be replaced by Victor Etchel. Etchel with the win back to the corner. Elliott hard into the boards on top of the puck now as Etchel tries to fish it out from underneath him. He's able to play it to Zanetti. Zanetti now from the corner will play this one up the ice as Gustafsson will fire it into the offensive zone. Now coming away with it, Martinson will throw this one back behind his own net. Now gets it back as he'll work it back the other way. Stretch pass up the ice to Pettersson. Pettersson into the offensive zone. Backhanded opportunity sent just over the net off the shoulder of Pettersson Wenzel. Now Shinneman plastered into the boards there. And that'll be a hand pass as Shinneman tried to get away with it, but even I caught that one as Noah Welch touches up, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice with 10:31 remaining in the second period. Pilot up through the neutral ice. Plays this one off the boards. Ullstrom in the corner. Kiskinen to Califf. Califf with the shot. That one whistles just wide. Noah Welch poking this one down to the half boards. However, coming away with it is Bengtson as he'll play this one to Hedberg. Hedberg all the way down the ice and enough for icing. With 9:58 remaining here in the second period, the Lakers with a pair of quick goals in the first half of this second period are on top by a score of 2-1. Now Martinson lets the long shot go up over the net. Now Shinneman playing this one back to the line to Lundberg. Cross ice pass, now back to Lundberg. Lundberg from the top of the circle lets the shot go from the slot, finds its way off a body right to Pettersson Wenzel softly, and he'll hold on for the stoppage. Let's take a look now at the stats from the game so far. And there you see, my goodness, the Lakers with 9 shots so far here in the second period already as they finish the first with just 6. And holding HV71 to just 2 on the period. So a bit of a shift when it comes to shots on goal as the Lakers heavily out shooting HV71 here in the second frame. Missed shot 6-5 in favor of the Lakers. Hits are 7 apiece. Faceoffs pretty evenly matched as well, 18-17 for HV71. 1 power play apiece. 5 power play shots for HV71 and 1 for the Lakers. However, neither team able to capitalize on the man advantage. So both teams with 100% penalty killing at the moment. Taking a look at the other games around the league. As Mora holds on to their 1-0 lead over Karlskrona. Barinas with a 1-0 lead over Rogel. Linköping holds on to their 1-0 lead over Skellefteå. Örebro with the 3-1 lead over Malmo. And Djurgården with the 1-0 lead over Luleå at the moment. We'll make sure to keep you updated on those as the evening goes on. And of course, you are welcome to keep updated yourself by heading on over to shl.se. Trying to feed it back to the line. He will now. Shot finds its way off a body. Lundberg able to play this one in deep to his captain, Reddix. Reddix will send this one in deep once again. Behind the net, HV71 coming away with it as they'll work it back the other way. Nice poke check there, breaks up that opportunity. Delayed offside by HV71. As the Lakers, however, will retain possession and send it back the other direction. Broberg returns that one out front. Pontus Westerholm, or rather Netterberg, center that one out front as the puck's still loose in the offensive zone for the Lakers as Brandstrom along his own end boards. Behind the net, 5 bodies. Still pinning this one against the boards, and the ref is had enough. He's just going to whistle this one dead. And faceoff will stay in the HV end. Or will it? Looks like it might come out to neutral ice. Or no, we've got a penalty upcoming here to the captain, Liam Reddix. That shot coming off the back there of Kevin Stenland. .8:28 remaining here in the second period as HV71 go to the man advantage. Or no, they won't. It looks like we're going to have some 4-on-4 action here for the next couple of minutes. HV71 controlling behind the net now. Edgel moving into the offensive zone, and so both Brandstrom and Reddix called for delay of game by just pinning it against the end boards and refusing to move. Lakers work it back the other way now. Losing the handle in the neutral ice, however, as Daniel Rahimi will control on the delayed offside for HV71, so Lakers with some time and space to try and move out here. Dancing around Edgel there, a bit of a dangerous play in his own end, as Elliott is able to come away with it in his own end. Now Edgel into the offensive zone along the right side. Top of the circle, cuts to the slot, tries to return it over to Pilot. It's poked all the way back into the HV zone. Pilot retreating into his own end to collect along the half boards. Back the other way into the offensive zone is Sweat. Stopping up from the dot, lets the shot go. That one whistles just wide. All the way around the boards and back into the HV zone is Pilot. Controls in his own corner, taken off the puck there by Kiskinen, however. And now Welch will play this one around the boards. Now from the half boards, he'll play this one down to the corner. Down low to Pettersson. Pettersson, or rather, Hogberg centering out front. Now coming away with it is Ullstrom. He'll play this one to Sweat into the offensive zone, taken off the puck there by Welch. Now Welch throwing this one over to Shinneman. Shinneman up the ice. Into the offensive zone is Pettersson along the left side. Sharp angle attempt off the side of the net. Shinneman now back to the line to Hogberg. Hogberg playing this one in deep all the way around the boards. Collected behind his own net there by Persson. He'll throw it up towards the half boards. Sweat able to come away with it as he'll throw this one cross ice. And now coming away with it is Liam Reddix, fresh out of the box, but he's taken off by Stenland. Around the boards. Now played in deep over the boards. And so this face-off will come out to the neutral ice with 6:11 remaining here in the second frame. There you see Shinneman hitting Elliott right in the numbers along the boards. Bit of a late hit there too, and Elliott pleading for a penalty, but he's not going to get it. Into the offensive zone, top of the circle. Back to the line. Long shot right on. Steered aside by Pettersson Wenzel. Froberg feeding this one in deep. Zanetti coming away with it from behind his own net. He'll throw this one all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call going against HV with 5:46 remaining here in the second period. Face-off coming to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. HV71 working it back the other way. Cross-ice pass. Thornburg just behind him, so he puts himself offside. Lakers controlling now in their own zone. This one gets tipped in by Froberg. Pilot now from the inboards. Reddix coming away with it in the corner. He'll throw this one back to the line, however, forced back out to neutral ice as Martinson will throw this one cross ice. Into the offensive zone now, Persson controlling. Along the right side, dancing around his man, Persson. Playing that one off the end boards. Bit of an odd bounce off the stanchion there. Comes right out to Pettersson Wenzel, who covers up for the stoppage with 5:09 remaining here in the second period. Face off to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. Back to the line to Welch. Bit of a flutter shot off the stick there as Pettersson Wenzel is able to make the save. Now a shot off a body out front collected by HV71 as they'll try to work it back the other way. Played back into the offensive zone, and now coming away with it is Brandstrom as he'll play this one off the boards up through center. No further as Califf will send it right back in. Person softly off the boards up through center. Out of the reach of everyone. No icing on the play, however. As the Lakers will work it back the other direction. Following up on the play now is Kiskinen. As Zanetti has this one forced behind the net to Stefan Elliott, taken down by Kiskinen. Now Zanetti coming away with it. He'll throw this one off the boards. Playing this one back to the line to Rosen. From the half boards, this one will get sent all the way down into the Lakers zone. Noah Welch controlling. He'll play this one over to the opposite corner to his defensive partner. Now gets it back. Welch up through the neutral ice. Now Josephson, or rather Martinson, will play it in deep. Martin Lundberg now coming together hard with Lawrence Pilot along the inboards there as Pilot down on the ice. Lundberg with a broken stick, it would appear, as he hustles to the bench for a new one. Now coming away with it from the slot, lets the shot go. That one off a stick and up into the meshing off the Daniel Rahimi attempt. 3:36 remaining here in the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of the Lakers. Lawrence Pilot leading all HV71 players so far by almost 2 minutes. 14-13 ice time so far through almost 2 periods of play. Now waved out of the circle is Stenlund. Pettersson able to win this one back. Rahimi from the blue line. That one wide of the net. Shinneman collects along the half boards. He'll feed this one down low. Now Pettersson trying to walk out front. Puck finds its way to the half boards, and now Tedenby takes Pettersson out of the play as Pettersson with a good forecheck is able to take it back. Elias Pettersson from the circle. Tried to walk out front, but that's poked away from him. Still held in, however. Now coming away with it is that Person. So feed this one up towards the blue line, back into their own zone now. Cross ice pass as this one gets fed in deep. Thornburg coming away with it along the half boards. He'll play this one in deep. Rahimi. Shinneman, cross ice pass. Pessinen into the offensive zone. Stefan Elliott along his own end boards, plays it to Brandstrom. Brandstrom long pass up the ice. Hits his intended target as Sund will walk into the offensive zone all alone, however, as he's waiting for some backup here. He'll play it in deep. Coming away with it now is Martinson. Playing this one off the boards up to the blue line. Now this one will get played in deep. Pilot from along his own end boards will send it over to the corner. HV trying to work it back the other way as Sund works it into the offensive zone. Into the corner now, the Lakers controlling. Playing this one back to the line to Zanetti. Zanetti cross ice pass. Pilot with the shot, that one whistles wide of the net. Back to the line now. Pilot off a stick and up into the meshing for a stoppage with 1:47 remaining here in the second frame. 2-1 the score remains in favor of the Lakers. Face-off coming to the right of Fast. coming away with it. He'll let the shot go. Welch couldn't get that one through. A couple bodies out front. Now Netterberg with the shot. That one hits a body, and coming away with it in the corner is Froberg. Froberg to Netterberg. Netterberg back to the line. This one will get sent in deep. Coming away with it is Ulstrom. HV71 back the other direction into the offensive zone. Top of the circle, lets the shot go. That one whistles up high all the way around the boards and back to center ice, collected by Elliott. Stephen Elliott. As this one will get fed in deep and fast from behind his net, will ring it around the boards all the way to Reddix. And that's going to be an offside call, I believe, against HV71, and it looks like this one might come all the way back into the HV zone. 49 seconds remaining here in the second period, as it's been a bit of a tale of two periods between these two teams. HV71 certainly dominating the first, and the Lakers dominating the second. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out in the third. Elliott now from his own corner will ring this one around the boards all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing, however, as Oliver Bohm will control in his own end, playing this one up to Robert Rosen. Rosen up to Kiskinen. Kiskinen into the offensive zone, poked away from him, however, as HV71 will work it back the other way. Into the offensive zone now is Engvall, back to the line, looks for the one-timer, fakes it. Stephen Elliott looking for the shooting lane, will walk this one down to the circle. Sharp angle attempt right on, steered aside by Fast. Engvall coming away with it with 20 seconds remaining. He'll play this one back to the line to Pilot. Pilot purposely wide of the net off the inboards. Rosen now from the corner will feed this one back up the ice out to center as HV retreat back into their own zone. Elliott now playing this one to his defensive partner Zanetti, who fires it up the ice to his captain. However, it's turned back the other way. And that'll do it for the second period of play, as the buzzer will sound. And the Lakers, with a pair of goals in the second period, come away with the 2-1 lead heading in to the third. Let's take a look now at second period stats. And like I had mentioned, bit of a tale of two periods, as the Lakers heavily out shooting HV71 14-3. And the Lakers themselves, of course, were outshot in the first 16-6. And so, bit of a role reversal here in the second frame between these two teams. Missed shots 4-2 in favor of HV in that second period. Hits were 5-4 in favor of the Lakers. Faceoffs 13-11 in favor of the Lakers. Just one power play opportunity in that second period coming for the Lakers. However, no power play shots registered. And so HV71 doing a good job shutting down one of the top power plays in the league, or I should say the top power play in the league. Let's take a look now at full game stats. And after the two kind of lopsided periods as far as shots on goals are concerned, they kind of even each other out. The Lakers with 20, HV with 19. Missed shots 7-6 in favor of HV71. Hits 11-7 in favor of the Lakers. Faceoffs 24-22 in favor of the Lakers. Power play opportunities, one apiece. 5 power play shots for HV71, just 1 for the Lakers, and both teams with 100% penalty killing. And Fredrik Pettersson Wenzel between the pipes for HV71 has had himself a pretty solid game despite giving up 2 goals, and Victor Fast also having a pretty solid game between the pipes for the Lakers, as we are set to go for puck drop on the third period. Bengtson will win this one back to his defenseman. Stephen Elliott will retreat back into his own zone. He'll play this to his defensive partner Zanetti, who returns it back to Elliott. Elliott up the boards, up to center ice, and now carried into the offensive zone by Sweat. Sweat with the shot right on, and Fast able to snatch that one out of the air with the glove. Holds on for a stoppage with just 15 seconds elapsed here in the third period. But I think the name of the game right now for HV71 is get shots on goal. Try to return to that first period form, as 3 shots on net in that second period. Certainly not going to get the job done here against this Lakers team. Sweat along the half boards has it taken away by Brodecki, as the Lakers will move it back the other way. HV71 able to come away with it. Now coming back the other way, Sweat will send it up along the right side. Stepping around his man is Bengtson. Bengtson to Sweat. Sweat from the circle lets the shot go, and Fast with the glove save again. As Sweat looks to the heavens in frustration. Can't believe that that one didn't find the back of the net, as Victor Fast, when he gets going, is very hard to beat. Nice little move there too, and it was Ulstrom, not Bengtson. Nice little tip off the boards to himself around the Lakers player. But Victor Fast with a great glove save, possibly one of his best of the night. Bouncing puck collected by Netterberg, as he'll work it back out to neutral ice. No further, however, as it gets poked in deep by Stenlund. Welch able to poke it to the corner, as this one gets thrown up the boards, and now coming away with it in the offensive zone was Tedenby, however loses the handle on the puck, and Reddix gives that one up as Bengtson controls in his own end. Bengtson throwing this one off the boards into the offensive zone to his captain Thornburg, who pokes it down to the corner. Now played to the end boards. Stenlund lets that one go, and Froberg able to come away with it, but he's taken off the puck now by Thornburg, who tries to center it out front, but Reddix will work it back the other way. Liam Reddix trying to play that one in deep, not able to, however, as HV71 take it back. Lawrence Pilot walking this one out through neutral ice, and now into the offensive zone. Pilot from the corner. It's the Lakers controlling in their own zone, force it out to the neutral ice. HV take it back and sent all the way back into their own zone to no one in particular, it looked like there, as Zanetti will play this one to the far corner. Played off the boards, held in at the line, however. 4 bodies along the boards trying to get this one loose as Shinneman is decked to the ice. Down on his backside as the Lakers can't move in until he clears the zone. Moving it back the other way, that'll be knocked out of the air by a high stick. No call on the play, however, as Person controls at center ice, plays it back to Rahimi. Rahimi back to Person. Person back to Rahimi. We'll play this one up along the left side. Taken away, however, by Edgel as he'll fire it right back into the Lakers zone. Look out, Victor Fast tripping up behind his own net, but able to leave there for Person as Joel Person will move it back the other way. Up along the left side into the offensive zone, looking for the centering pass out front. Can't find it to Califf, however, as Edgel's able to come away with it, as he'll play this to the far corner. Christopher Person now along his own end boards. Centered out front. Back to Bohm with the shot just wide of the net, or maybe Pedersen Wenzel might have got a piece of that one, as Edgel works it back the other way. Firing this one cross ice. Stenlund first to arrive at the puck. Pokes this one to the far corner. Hustling over is Gustafsson. Now Sweat from behind the net. Bill Sweat, the goal scorer for HV71, still with possession of the puck. Lets the shot go. That one whistles wide. Sweat going to control, trying to track it down rather, but it comes to Hedberg, and now back to the line. That one poked over to the corner. Pinching down low is Bengtson. Anton Bengtson dancing around his man along the end boards. Califf coming away with it now as he'll feed this one softly back out to center ice. Now back the other way into the offensive zone is Ulstrom. David Ulstrom with the sharp angle shot right on. And Victor's Fast able to make the save with 16:34 remaining here in the third period. And the Växjö fans have made the trip over to Jönköping, obviously happy with the team's performance so far. However, I'm sure the Lakers would love to get another one as a bit of an insurance goal here in the third period. Face-off coming to the right of Fast. Bengtson, clean win back to the line to Zanetti with the one-time attempt. That one off the left pad of Victor Fast and all the way around back into the HV zone. Zanetti now from his own, behind his own net, plays this one to Elliott, who will play it up to the half boards. Stenlund throwing it up towards the blue line, still held in, but now forced out to the neutral ice. Brodecki playing this one back to Martinson, who fans on that clearing attempt. Now back checking is Martin Lundberg as he'll play it behind his own net to Arvid Lundberg. As this one finds its way deep into the HV zone. Poked away, however, as Netterberg works it back the other way, right onto Pedersen Wenzel, loves it out of the air. Looked like that one was going high either way, but Pedersen Wenzel not taking a chance, able to hold on for the stoppage. It's kind of interesting there. All 3 games have happened on the 28th of the month, December 28th, November 28th, and October 28th between these two teams. Now back the other way, HV71 will work it into the offensive zone. Person along the end boards gets there first in his own end. Rahimi giving him some help. flips this one out to the blue line and now out to center ice as Stenlund forced back in his own zone to collect. He'll play this one to Person, who will fire it off the boards up through center and tipped into the offensive zone, or tipped on the wrong side of center, however, so this will be an icing call going against HV71 with 15:26 remaining here in the third period. Face-off coming to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. From the end boards now, pinned against the boards. Puck is loose. Nobody able to fish it out of those skates, however. Now they will, as it squirts out to the far corner and now sent right back in by Rahimi. Shinneman along the end boards, taken back by Stenlund. Person now along his own end boards, dancing around Shinneman. Able to play this one to Stenlund. Now Tedenby at neutral ice can't quite touch up on that one, so it'll be another icing call going against HV71. Pretty good performance between the pipes from Victor Fast here so far as we see some of his highlights. A couple of glove saves in this third period. That one in particular, however, I believe is his best of the night. Brandstrom behind the net. Sends it up to the blue line and now poke to Tedenby. Tedenby can absolutely fly, uses his speed cutting towards the front of the net. Victor Fast able to poke that one away from him. However, he's going to draw the penalty, and so the Lakers, and right to the box without protest, is Noah Welch, as he knows it for sure, as he gets called for holding for 2. And you see right there, as soon as he wraps his free hand around the waist of Tedenby, that's going to be called 100% of the time. And so HV71 get their second man advantage of the game. Their first man advantage generated 5 shots on net, and they were able to keep possession of the puck in the offensive zone pretty much the entire time. And so they'd like to replicate that one here. However, the one thing they'd like to change on this man advantage is the fact that they'd like to ripple the mesh, which they failed to do on their first attempt. Like I mentioned in the pregame, the Lakers' weakest point of their game, most definitely their penalty kill, which is just 8th overall in the league. Engvall now controlling. Centering out front, that one just out of the reach of his intended target. It'll come all the way back into the Lakers zone. Ulstrom now from behind his own net. Into the offensive zone. Sweat with the shot. That one whistled just wide. Liam Reddix will hammer this one to the blue line. Held in nicely, however. Now played down to the half boards. He'll walk this one down towards the corner. Back to the line. Bit of an ill-advised pass there as Reddix is able to poke it all the way down the ice. Pettersson Wenzel leaves for Edgel behind his net. Edgel will leave there for his defenseman and will start out now. Gains center now into the offensive zone. Drop pass for his captain as Thornburg will ring this one around the boards for Stenlund. Leaves there for Tedenby. Tedenby back to the line to Pilot. Pilot over to Elliott. That shot off a body into the corner. Tedenby from the corner. Walks it down to the end boards, trying to cut to the front of the net. However, Martinson able to take it back. Now Stenlund gets it back. He'll play this one to Pilot. Pilot, cross ice pass to Elliott. Elliott back to Pilot. The 2 defensemen playing pass. Pilot with the shot tipped right on by Thornburg. Big rebound out front, whacking away at it. How did that one stay out of the net? My goodness, it must have come off the post as Victor Fast gets some help from the iron. And this game remains 2-1 in favor of the Lakers. However, HV71 still battling on the man advantage with about 11 seconds remaining as Thornburg able to come away with it in the corner. He'll walk this one back up to the half board. Now back to the blue line. Elliott will play this one to Pilot. Pilot, one last shot on net before we're back to 5-on-5. Rebound up front, cleared away from danger as Stenlund was looking dangerous on the doorstep. Thornburg looking for the sharp angle attempt, but Martinson able to send this one the length of the ice. However, we're back to 5-on-5, so this will be an icing call going against the Lakers, and my goodness, we're going to have to take a look at this replay to see how exactly this puck stayed out of the net. Initial shot from Pilot, tipped by Thornburg, bouncing puck in the crease, and Stenlund, how did that stay out? It looked like it almost went in. No, it didn't, as it just drifts wide of the net. But from that initial angle, it looked like it was in the back of the net, and you could see actually a couple of the HV71 players, Lawrence Pilot especially on the blue line, thought that was in the back of the net as he put his hands up in celebration. 12:18 remaining here in the third period as the tempo in this game gets dialed up here. As Oliver Bohm will play this one off the boards, and the Lakers will work it back the other way. Rahimi now in his own zone, playing this one up to Shinniman. Shinniman taking off the puck and sent back to Bohm as he'll play this one up through center ice, and this one will get slapped in deep. Shinniman coming together with his man Zanetti, plays it down to Pettersson. Pettersson centering back door, but couldn't quite make contact with it. There was Pessinen, and intercepted by Sund as he'll play this one back the other way to Victor Edgel, who's taken off the puck, and now Rahimi coming away with it. Through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. He's taken off the puck as he tried to go 1-on-3 into the offensive zone. Edgel trying to collect now. He'll force it in low. 1-on-1 against Hogberg. Edgel able to come away with it. Edgel still with possession of the puck. He'll leave there along the half boards. However, Hogberg in the corner will poke this one up to the half boards. Sent in deep once again as the Lakers a little bit struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment. As Kiskinen sends that one high off the body, and Noah Welch able to collect. Welch firing this one off the boards up to Pettersson. Pettersson cross-ice pass to Califf. Califf centering out front for Kiskinen, and he tips that one up and over the net. Not too sure if Pettersson Wenzel got a piece of it, but either way, finds its way into the meshing for a stoppage with 10:58. Nice cross-ice pass there from Pettersson to Califf, and then Califf looking for the tip out front, and Pettersson Wenzel does get a piece of it with the left shoulder, as Kiskinen with a perfectly placed tip right out front, almost giving the Lakers that 3-1 lead. Clean win back for HV in their own zone as Person will fire this one around the boards up towards the blue line, but worked back down to the half boards as Brandstrom will send it around to the opposite side. And now stretch pass up the ice, intercepted by Arvid Lundberg as he'll play it back to his own blue line. And now into the offensive zone is Brodecki trying to feed it out front, but just out of the reach of Lundberg. Now Brodecki has this one forced in deep as comes together with his man. Brodecki able to collect in the corner. Now to Josephson, back to Brodecki. Brodecki along the end boards now to Lundberg. Lundberg taking off the puck. Anton Bengtsson able to recover from behind his own net as he'll work it to the corner. Now plays this one off the boards out through center ice as Martinson now will play this one to Rahimi. Rahimi into the offensive zone. He'll fire this one in deep all the way around the boards. Looking to collect along the half boards. There was Martinson. However, he's taken off the puck, and HV71 will work it back the other way. Thornburg, the captain, into the offensive zone. Pestered there by Person. Along the half boards, Joel Person able to come away with it. He'll play it to his defensive partner, Rahimi. Rahimi through the neutral ice. He'll gain center. Fires this one in deep. Pettersson Wenzel behind his own net. Plays this one to the corner. However, it's intercepted. And trying to center it out front. However, it just evades its intended target and all the way back into the Lakers zone is Fast playing this one quickly up to his own blue line. However, Rahimi forced back, and now Person controls, and he'll retreat behind his own net. Person up to Froberg, who has that one poked off his stick and all the way back into the HV zone. Hedberg coming together with Shinniman. Shinniman getting some help here from Lundberg. Or rather Pessinen, as Pessinen plays it down to Shinniman. Shinniman along the boards back to the line. And the Lakers forced to clear the zone as this one comes out to the neutral ice. Pettersson Wenzel from behind his own net. He'll stop up there and leave for his defenseman Bengtsson. Anton Bengtsson sending this one up the ice. Didn't look like his intended target realized that the pass was coming, and so this will be an icing call going against HV71 with 8:59 remaining here in the third period. Very exciting third period of play so far. HV71 still looking for that game-tying goal. From the line, lets the shot go. Good poke check, sends that one up and over the glass by Lawrence Pilot. And that'll give us a chance to take a look at the stats in this one so far. Shots on goal fairly evenly matched at the moment. 22 for the Lakers, 25 for HV71. Missed shots 9-7 in favor of HV71. Hits also fairly evenly matched, 11-10 for the Lakers. Faceoffs also evenly matched, 29-27. 2 power play opportunities for HV71, just 1 for the Lakers. However, HV71 managing 5 shots on their first man advantage and just 1 on their second. And the Lakers managing just 1 on their single man advantage so far. However, both teams at the moment 100% penalty killing in this one. But with just 3 penalties so far in this one. Special teams haven't played much of a major role so far. Take a look at the other games going on around the league. Mora with a 2-1 lead over Karlskrona, and those two teams might be at the bottom of the league. However, points very important for them as they try to stay out of those 2 relegation spots at the bottom of the league. Rogel also trying to stay out of those relegation spots. They've currently got a 2-1 lead over Brynäs. Skellefteå with the 2-1 lead over Linköping. Malmo and Örebro mix up in a bit of a shootout right now. 4-3 for the Redhawks, and Djurgården with the 2-0 lead over Luleå as we are back underway. However, just as we resume, we'll get another stoppage as HV71 ices the puck with 8:45 remaining here in the third period. Face off to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. One back to Noah Welch from the from the half boards, I should say. Plays it for Kiskinen. Kiskinen retreating to the corner, poked away from him by Engvall. Still held in, but HV71 take it back. They'll work it back out through center ice. Brandstrom poked off the puck. Gustafsson following up on the play, able to send that one right onto Victor Fast, who easily angles that one up into the meshing off the paddle. Face off in the Lakers zone, coming to the right of Fast. Now the Lakers will work it back the other way. Taking off the puck, frees it up for Elliott in his own corner, who rings it around the boards all the way to the opposite half boards, and now Josephson plays it in deep for Brodecki. Brodecki trying to play that one back to the line, finds its way to Rahimi now. And now coming away with it is Elliott, as he'll play it to Zanetti. Sweat through the neutral ice. He'll fire this one in deep off the end boards, poked to the corner there by Fast. Now Josephson working it back the other way. He'll play this one to Netterberg. Netterberg throwing it, or rather Lundberg throwing it deep into the corner. Now Elliott to the far corner. Thornburg collecting along his own half boards, playing it up through neutral ice. Taken back by the Lakers, however. Martinson to Netterberg. Netterberg still carrying behind the net. He'll play it back to the line. Martinson back to his defensive partner, who lets the shot go. Pettersson Wenzel at the top of the crease takes that one right in the chest and holds on for the stoppage with 7:16 remaining here in the third period. HV71 still trailing by a goal. Back to the blue line, all the way back to center ice. Martinson controlling in his own end. Firing this one up the ice, tipped into the offensive zone, no icing on the play. Pilot along his own end boards, taken off the puck there by Pettersson. Able to move it to the far half boards, however. And now that one almost intercepted, comes high, look out, and ooh, nice catch. Lucky fan going home with a souvenir there as that one came off the stick of Pettersson and up into the stands. 6:57 remaining here in the third period. Two players on the far side, warned by the linesman to back off a little bit. As HV71 able to control off the face-off. This one will get poked in by Brandstrom. Brandstrom now from the corner. He'll stop up along the end boards, taking off the puck. Martinson able to control in his own zone. He'll throw this one to the corner as it gets thrown back up through the right, through the neutral ice on the right side. Califf into the offensive zone. However, he's going to be offside, so forced to clear the zone before moving back in. HV71 as this one gets played to the corner, and now back to Elliott. Long pass up the ice, gets tipped into the Lakers zone. Victor Fast will sweep it over to the far half boards. However, Stenlund will send it back in deep, and now controlling from behind his own net is Hogberg, as he'll play this one up along the left side. Now from center ice, Elliott will control. And look out, that was very close to too many men on the ice there for HV71. Had to be careful on that one. Lundberg will lift this one deep. Coming away with it is Josephson. Josephson playing it to the corner. Brodecki coming away with it. Brodecki to Josephson, looking for the one-time attempt, just chopping that one towards the net off a stick. And HV71 will throw this one down the ice. Bit of a risky play there from Victor Fast, way out of his net to play to the half-boards. HV continue to control in the offensive zone. Engvall pinned against the inboards there by Welch. Now Edgel from the corner. From the half-boards, this one gets played back into the corner. However, Hogberg sends it to the line, but not out. Zanetti with a nice hold off the end boards. Victor Fast not taking any chances with that one, with Gustafson bearing down on him. He'll hold on for the stoppage with 5:25 remaining here in the third period. HV71 still looking for that game-tying goal. Now played back to the line. Long shot doesn't find its way through, hits a body, deflects to the corner. Pedersen battling in the corner there, or rather Rahimi, as Boehm will play this one to Netterberg. Netterberg will lift this one down the ice, gloved out of the air there by Froberg. Froberg into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Netterberg, who sends it just wide of the net. Rahimi following up, he'll play it in deep. Netterberg behind the net to Reddix. Reddix trying to center it out front. Walked away from him. Froberg takes it back along the half boards. Froberg with the sharp angle attempt. That looked like it hit somebody up high. Everybody seems to be all right, however, as this puck finds its way to the line, as HV will carry it back the other way. Bengtson through center ice will play this one right onto Fast. Bouncing puck, gloved out of the air. Now played right to net, or right to Froberg. Froberg from behind his own net will throw this one up towards the blue line. HV71 take it right back, however, as it's kicked into the offensive zone, but now forced back out to center. Now back into the offensive zone, lets the shot go. Fast with the save, as that one is deflected up into the meshing for a stoppage with 4:23 remaining here in the third period. And Victor Fast, my goodness, has looked absolutely solid here in the third period. And there you see Victor Fast leads all goaltenders in the SHL with 5 shutouts in 27 games played. It's almost 20% of his games result in a shutout. As the Lakers will play this back the other way. That one's banged out of the air with a high stick. However, HV71 first to touch, so play will continue. Playing this one off the boards to Tedenby. Tedenby up through the neutral ice, and now into the offensive zone. It's the captain, Thornburg. Thornburg working this one in low to the corner. Lundberg pestering him. Thornburg gets some help as Stedland comes away with it, trying to feed that one back to the line. However, Califf intercepts as he walks this back behind his own net, taken off the puck by Tedenby, who pokes it up towards the half boards. Now pinching down low is Stefan Elliott. However, Lundberg will play this one to Martinson. Martinson now from behind his own net. 3:25 remaining here in the third period. Lundberg, cross ice pass, knocked out of the air. However, Shinneman using his speed to back check into his own zone to collect the puck, as he'll play it to Martinson, who throws this one off the boards up towards the blue line. Not out just yet, however. Pedersen now playing this one to Lundberg. Lundberg going down to his knees, will play it in deep. That would be icing, however, able to beat the puck play out there, I believe, is Pessinen. And HV71 controlling from behind their own net. Less than 3 minutes remaining, so watch for Pedersen Wenzel to head for the bench. A long shot right on him. Leaves there for Zanetti. Back the other way is Gustafson, as he'll play this one deep into the offensive zone. Now coming away with it is Netterberg. Netterberg through the neutral ice. He'll play this one in deep after he gains center. Lawrence Pilot behind his own net. Now coming away with it is Edgedal. Edgedal working it back the other way. Hard pass up the ice into the offensive zone is Gustafson. Gustafson will stop up along the half boards, plays this back to Pilot at the line. Pilot with the shot, and they score. HV71 able to tie it up with 2:15 remaining here in the third period. And Lawrence Pilot with the initial shot from the line. We'll have to take a look to see if this was redirected. But Lawrence Pilot, or rather Edgedal, you saw Pilot asking who tipped that one, and Edgedal points to himself. Victor Edgedal able to tie things up. And that's a perfect example of any shot on net can find its way through, as it was a pretty standard shot from the line. But Edgedal with a beautiful tip finding its way 5-hole against Victor Fast, and we've got ourselves a 2-2 game. And right there, beautiful tip by Edschel as he just bangs it down on the ice and beats Fast low between the legs. 2:16 remaining here in the third period, so still time for a game winner before we have some overtime. As HV71 with a late game tire sets up an exciting finish. Fast ringing this one around the boards all the way back out to center ice. Zanetti will fire this one in deep. Fast out of his net, trying to stop it up, not able to, as Martinson in the corner, taken off the puck there by Tedenby. Josephson now trying to feed it back up to the blue line. However, HV71 with some renewed life here and a great forecheck. Stenlund now. Stenlund playing this one over to Zanetti. It tipped right on, rebound out front as that one was almost swept home by Tedenby on the doorstep. 1:31 remaining here in the third period. HV71 looking to finish things off in regulation time as this one will get sent in deep. Not enough for icing, however, as Noah Welch will control in his corner. Leaves there for Hogberg. Hogberg taken off the puck by Bengtson, who just kind of sat on him, as he'll play this one around behind the net. And puck finds its way out to the half boards. Heavy shot by Stefan Elliott finds its way wide off a body. Pinching down low is Pilot, however, working it back the other way is Pessinen, Jan Pessinen. Taken off the puck, and Pilot able to recover. Lawrence Pilot playing this one to David Ulstrom. Ulstrom into the offensive zone from the circle, looking for the centering pass out front, can't find it as it's forced behind the net. 54 seconds remaining here in the third period as Boehm will play this one out through the neutral ice. Hustling to catch up to this one is Pettersson as he beats out the race. So no icing on that one, but he's not able to collect as Elliott controls from behind his own net. Stefan Elliott looking to start out. He will now as Stefan Elliott works this one up through center ice. He'll gain the line and fires this one in deep. 35 seconds remaining in the third period. Rahimi in the corner will try to poke this one up to the half boards. Coming away with it is Boehm. He'll walk this one up towards the half boards. Now up to Robert Rosen. Rosen up to Califf, moving in all alone. Andrew Califf for the win. He scores. Andrew Califf with 22 seconds remaining in the third period give the Lakers the 3-2 lead. And my goodness, what a finish to this one. However, it's not over yet. 22 seconds remaining here in the third period. Still time for HV71 to find a game tire once again, but Andrew Califf with an absolute clutch goal here in the third period. And a great pass by Robert Rosen right there as he draws two of the HV players to him. Sees Califf, who has a bead on the net, springs him on the partial break, and Califf with a beautifully placed wrist shot far side ripples the mesh to restore that one-goal lead late in the third period. .22 seconds remaining. Pettersson Wenzel will start on the bench, and this is you know what, this is a necessary pull from HV71, but with the face-off at center ice, it's also a bit of a risky one. 6 players on the ice for HV71 with 22 seconds remaining as Josephson lines up against Stenlund. Stenlund able to win this one back, however, coming away with it, looking for it was Liam Reddix, however, able to take it back as Pilot. He'll play it to Edschel. Edschel playing this one up to Stenlund, or rather, over to Ulstrom. Ulstrom trying to center that one out front, not able to, however, as this one is taken back along the end boards by Rahimi, looking happy to just pin it there. He's not able to as HV71 looking for the centering pass, and that'll come all the way down the ice, and that'll do it for this one. As a couple of late goals give some excitement here late in the third period. HV71 able to tie it up with just over 2 minutes remaining. And then that man right there, Andrew Califf, able to find the game winner with just 22 seconds remaining in this one as the Lakers come away with the 3 points here this evening. Taking a look now at the third period stats. As HV71 with 11 shots on goal to the Lakers 5. Missed shots 4-2. Also in favor of HV71. Hits, my goodness, HV71 heavily out hitting the Lakers in that period, 7-1. Faceoffs fairly evenly matched, 10-9 in favor of HV71. Just one power play opportunity in this third period came courtesy HV71, only managing one power play shot. And in fact, special teams here tonight really didn't play a factor as both teams just with 2 power plays apiece. So both teams fairly responsible to stay out of the box as much as possible this evening. And what a great game it ended up being. As we'll take a look now at full game stats. Shots on goal 30-25 in favor of HV71. Missed shots 11-8. Hits were 14-12 in favor of HV71. Faceoffs 33 apiece, exactly even. 2 power play opportunities for HV71, generating 6 power play shots. The Lakers with just 1 power play opportunity, generating 1 power play shot. And both teams with 100% penalty killing in this one.